So now we want to test this valve for leakage. The first thing is I need to make sure that the valve is in a closed position. Second, I will check the pressure. Here we have a pressure gauge that tells me that the pressure is around 45 bar. Next, I make sure that there is no insulation, I have access to all pipes, and I have the distance that is recommended for the measurement. Now, I'll type the tag number so I know which valve I actually tested for leakage. 501 01 XP Z3014. The medium in the pipeline is gas in gas form. The pressure on the downstream side is 0 bar. The valve type, it's a ball valve, and the size of the valve is 10-inch. The surface temperature is around room temperature, so I don't need any additional device. Now I start on the upstream side. Around 3 times the pipe size away from the valve, I place the sensor first. When I have a good position, I press the sensor with my thumb from the top. Now I trigger the first measurement. Alright, I have 5 decibel. The software will now recommend you to retry this measurement. So I place the sensor on the same position, I press it again on the pipe, and I do the retry measurement. Excellent. Now the software tells me that I can move to this next measurement point, which is the second measurement point, which should be around 1 time the pipe size away from the valve. Again, I place my sensor, I trigger the measurement. I have 5.2 decibel. I'll do one more retry. Same position, placing it, pressing it against the pipe, and I start collecting the measurement. Excellent. Now I go to the valve body. On the valve body, I measure slightly on the downstream side of the valve. I start at the top, I place my sensor, I press it. I'll take the first reading. I have around 5.4 decibel. I'll take another reading, maybe here on that side of the valve. I press the sensor, I trigger the measurement. Another 5.3 decibel. Now I go more to the bottom side. I'll place the sensor, press it to another retry. I have 3 times the same values, so the software recommends you to move to the 4th measurement point. This should be around 1 time the pipe size away from the valve. I measure definitely before the curve, so I place the sensor here, I press it, I'll take my reading. 5.2 decibel. Again, I do my retry. Nicely reproducible result. And now I go to last measurement point, which should be 3 times the pipe size away from the valve. I don't measure in the bow, I measure after the bow. So I place the sensor here, I press it, I take my last reading. I'll do another retry, same position. Perfect. And now I get my result. No leak.